Yo, 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 Big Cash back up in here. So Lecrae, who was mentioned on the Party Must Die song by Kendrick Lamar, he said, I wonder what Lecrae would do. You know what I'm saying? He was just on the Breakfast Club, and we about to react to, him and him finally speaking out on the track that he did. He had on the Party Must Die, he had a pair of Air Forces, right? And Lecrae, I think he had a pair of Felines on his. So he made a whole song on it, you know what I mean, reacted to both of them. This probably came out about, what, 8 months ago or something like that? But yeah, he's on the Breakfast Club, and he about to speak on it. But I just want to read this right quick. Before we get into that, y'all make sure y'all pick y'all up a copy of Street Dad, Geek Dad, Avoiding the Manufactured Mindset, written by me, Big Kish. The link will be in the description for purchase. Appreciate everybody supporting the book, supporting the channel. And hold on. I'm gonna get that, but let me read this right quick. Y'all know I'm like holding y'all. Without further ado, let's get it. Oh yeah, that's what I want to say. A shout out to Layla for your donation. Thank you so much, Layla, for your donation in the Cash App. If you want to donate, Cash App right there. But it says, Lecrae and Kendrick Lamar have a connection rooted in faith and hip hop. Kendrick Lamar, known for his introspective and often faith-based lyrics, has publicly acknowledged Lecrae's influence, even referencing him in his music. Lecrae, a prominent figure in Christian hip-hop, has responded to these mentions with his own music, demonstrating a respectful and thoughtful engagement with Kendrick's work and worldview. So Kendrick made The Party Must Die, and Lecrae had made one of his own. You know what I'm saying? So it says, here's a more detailed look at their relationship. Early connection. So they knew each other before this. You know what I'm saying? Lecrae and Kendrick Lamar's paths paths crossed early in their careers with Kendrick Lamar's Faith track, which explores his relationship with God, resonating with Lecrae. So Faith is the older song. It ain't no new joint. You know what I'm saying? He talks about him going in church and picking up the Bible and all of that. But yeah, that's how, Lecrae became acquainted with Kendrick Lamar. But let's get into the interview with the Breakfast Club, y'all. Let's see. Can't show that. All right, let's get it, y'all.
I love Carl for the same reason I love a lot of your music, is because y'all are not afraid to show people that you made mistakes. Y'all are not afraid to show people that you flawed. Y'all not afraid to show people that you still wrestle with the same things we all wrestle with, the insecurities. Like, I love on Die for the Party, when you started off, you said, I was wrestling like, should I write a verse? The culture got enough clout chasing vultures out here trying to prove their worth. They need attention. They can't imagine me not trying to make myself look bigger off of this Kendrick mention. Like,
Woo! So he was wrestling with himself, like, dang, should I even make a response? You know what I'm saying? I want to acknowledge the verse when he said, I wonder what Lecrae would do. That's kind of like looking at him as the big homie in faith. And like, you've been on this journey for a minute. What would you do in a situation like this? You know what I'm saying? With me bettering myself. It's talking about Kendrick Lamar. With him bettering himself throughout his life. Damn, I wonder what Lecrae would do. Let's listen to it, see what he got to say, y'all.
When you hear you rap that, I can hear you wrestling with, man, should I even write this shit, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but he did shout me out. I mean, I can't just let this go by.
Mm-hmm.
See, man, that was tough. You right. Dot will throw you a layup, and it's like, do I dunk this or not? Because I don't, especially for him, because he got so many clout chasers. He got so many just. So for me for Kendrick for Dot to mention me in a song and say, I wonder what Lecrae would do. That, first of all, he's paying homage to like my lifestyle, my processing. It's not like Lecrae's a good rapper. He's saying, I wonder what Lecrae would do in this.
He's a good person.
Yeah, this circumstance. And for me, it's like, I didn't want to say nothing. My homie AT, he was like, you need to respond. I said, nah, bro, that's lame. Like, it's nasty. It just feels nasty. And he was like, bro, the world is watching, the world is listening. The man said your name.
He asked you a question.
He did ask me a question. And so I was like, I I'll try. And I really didn't even like it when I was writing it. And then
that verse fire.
I see, I didn't even like it. And then it just.
Hey, that's one thing when you writing and you get into deep meditation and deep thought, a spirit just take over and just lead the way. Like you just start pouring out. You start pouring out things that you didn't know that you had concealed. That's how it works. That's why I say writing is important. Every billionaire or millionaire, multimillionaire, write down what they're thinking so it won't be so the thoughts won't be so bombarded or weighing on you heavy. This is why it's good to keep a notepad. Good writing is like ancient. It's ancient, bro. We lost the art of writing. You know what I'm saying? Writing is very important, y'all.
You know, so I sent out the whole album and I said, pick a song, man. I'm waiting. I ain't heard nothing back. So
hold on. I love the last line on there. You said, love is patient, so I'm trusting in the narrative, and Christ ain't watched the party die.
He died instead of it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Basically.
Yeah, Christ, you know, in the scriptures, you know, he was upset at all of this. We was just like we are today, being disobedient towards the Father. You know what I'm saying? Being disobedient back then, partying, reveling, arguing, fighting, fussing, all the stuff we see on the internet. You know what I'm saying? The Father's upset. He's upset with what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? And hey, look, he giving us grace and mercy. Your heart beating, he giving you grace and mercy to get it right. So, you know, get it right. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, like, you know, on the song, he was saying on his song, you know, Watch the Party Die, it's kind of like, it's like, man, y'all, he sees the dysfunction and he's like, ugh, you know what I mean? And we all see the dysfunction and we all like, ugh. But if we really want to end all the evil that exists out there, that means we gonna die too. You know, because there's evil that exists in here.
That's right.
So you got to be also mad at yourself. And Jesus didn't sit back and say, yeah, y'all are disgusting.
That's why I say, man, work on yourself. You see how he ain't point? He just said, in here. Telling you, it's yourself.
He said, I'm a take that disgust on myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to lay my life down and let y'all walk across my back to cleanliness and to wholeness instead of condemning y'all. I'm a reach my hand out to save y'all. So that was the picture I was painting. Instead of just being condemning, because when you see something that you hate, you're like, ugh. But then you got to look in the mirror sometimes and be like, ugh. And if I want it all to go, I got to go with it. So Jesus is like, yeah, it's whack. But
just like in Reincarnated, when Kendrick Lamar made Reincarnated, he said, you still got, he was talking to God, you know what I'm saying? He said, okay, Father, tell me the truth. He said, how could you, he said, every human being is just a reflection of you. And then he said, how could you forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart? He said, I could tell you where I'm going. I could tell you who you are. He said, okay, all right, boom. So he said, I could tell you who you are. You still got hatred in your heart. You still got some stuff within you that you got to correct as well. And I'm telling you, that Reincarnated is deep. That shit is deep, bro. I'm telling you.
But I'll take your ugliness on me. You know what I mean? So.
Because Kendrick said, F these words up or show them what prayer do. So you showing them what prayer do.
Right.
Empathy.
Yeah.
That's how I got it.
Yeah.
I said that earlier and you was like, I ain't hear that. That wasn't right.
Well, when
No,
Kendrick
that's not
said
what you said.
That is what I said. I
No.
said, what I said was, from what I took from your verse, you decided, or you self-reflected and you said, I can't watch the party die because if the party had died, I would have died too because I was
what you said.
That is what I said. I said because you felt like
Charlamagne about trying to switch it up. He know he losing an argument against her. I'm telling you, I told y'all, when them sisters, them snappy sisters, you ain't winning no argument. You ain't about to, the sisters who do this, yeah, you ain't winning no argument. Nah, you gonna shut up. That's why he trying to switch it up to my, oh, that ain't what you said. You know that's what she said. And she ain't gonna forget neither. Nah, she ain't gonna forget.
you were a part of what people are saying is disgusting at one point. You had to find your mission.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
literally what I said. And you said I didn't hear that.
Look,
She
he
ain't say
playing-
that. She
That
heard
is-
you say that
He playing stupid.
eloquently.
No.
She repeated what
fighting
you
all
said.
day long.
He
These
be
girls
trying to
fighting
make
all-
Look, she about to chew his ass up, boy. She remember everything, boy. She remember. Look, he up there. Look, discombobulated and shit. She remember everything.
Like
long.
basically, that's what I took from it. He said something else, but we gonna let him rock.
You gonna let
But I do
Yeah.
have a question. So,
Yeah.
you know, record with Killer Mike and T.I. Crazy.
Ooh, headphones.
Do you get
Bless y'all.
people, when you ask people for, like you said,
conversations, you know, obviously we don't agree or end all the evil. I try. You right. Dot or as a culture. You know what I'm saying? It's like hip hop. It's like I know what hip hop used to look like. I know what it looks like now. I think some stuff is silly. I think having to make a TikTok go viral for people to enjoy your song is silly, but it's where we are. So I'm not just downing it. I'm not like, that's stupid. Y'all dumb. Y'all lame. It's like, it's where we are.
I love Carl for the same reason I love.
But yeah, he cooking in this interview, y'all. Hey, look, go and check it out. I'm gonna leave a link in the description. That's Lecrae. He finally speaking out on his response to Kendrick Lamar's "The Party Must Die." Y'all let me know what y'all think. Big Kish signing out. I'm going, y'all.